Today, March 3rd on Stampede TV,
a look at the web lecture series, the results of midnight basketball, and a sports wrap-up.
These stories and more are coming up next on Stampede TV. The web lecture series is taking place this week. Ethan Magnus, minister of First Christian Church in Johnson City, spoke in convocation on Tuesday about believing in unity. His father, Dr. Lee Magnus, will speak in chapel today. Lee Magnus is a professor emeritus of Bible at Milligan. Dr. Magnus will be speaking about the Restoration Movement. The Webb Lecture Series is an annual series named after the late Dr. Henry Webb and his wife, Emerald Webb. Webb served as a Bible professor for more than 40 years. Webb also served at and led many churches in the area. The Webb Lecture Series is funded by his children and is designed to bring a better understanding of and maintain a connection to the Stone Campbell movement.
A Grand Night for Singing has finished its 3-day run at the McLaughlin Street Theater. The show featured 12 Milligan students ranging from freshmen to seniors. The play itself was a showcase of 36 songs by Rodgers and Hammerstein, the famous Broadway creators of dozens of musicals, such as Oklahoma and The Sound of Music. This review debuted on Broadway in 1993. The next Milligan Theater production will be Clue, showing March 24th to March 26th.
Last week, reporter Rebecca McNerney visited the Art of Encouragement Night, hosted by Cab and Apostolos.
Milligan's Campus Activity Board and Apostles Group hosted Art of Encouragement Night last Thursday, February 17th. The event took place on the Sub at 7 p.m. and was led by Emma Newton, president of the Apostles Group. Emma started off the night by talking about the importance of encouragement and God's role in it. She also noted the power of words in one's daily life. The focus of the night was on calligraphy, as students were taught beginning lessons. Emma talks more about the purpose of Art of Encouragement Night.
I am really passionate about encouragement. I think it has the power of life and death in somebody's life. And so, I really thought that our campus needed it, especially through Apostolos. We really care about encouragement. We want to encourage our campus. And we do this through My Two Words, but we wanted to do something different and more creative.
The students were also encouraged to choose a meaningful word for their calligraphy. Paint, paper, and paintbrushes were all provided as students also engaged in watercolor painting. The event also provided snacks and beverages. This is Rebecca McNerney with Stampede TV.
Also last week, reporter Elijah Manship checked out the midnight basketball games.
Another installment of Milligan's Midnight Basketball came and went this past Friday. Midnight Basketball is one of Milligan's many late-night events run by SGA. Students competed in a 5-on-5 basketball game and a single elimination tournament in the Steve Lacey Fieldhouse starting at 10:30 p.m. Students were encouraged to attend the event and support their friends. Before the event, Director of Campus Activities Brielle Davis said, "I think it will be a fun time. Pizza will be there and we're hoping for a good student crowd." And she got it, with the stands being mostly filled for much of the tournament and many of the students grabbing some pizza. 16 teams in total competed in the single elimination bracket. The teams were Legit, Toodles, Gravy Train, Immigrants, Slime Balls, Hustlers, the Night Riders, Big Ballers, Peanut Gallery, Red Flags, The Bench, The Cave Monsters, Los Legionnaires, Straight Cash, Team Buckets, and Boondocks. I had a chance to speak with Riley Greger, a sophomore who is playing on the Peanut Gallery.
Play basketball?
I have never played basketball before. Actually, I was the team manager for my high school basketball team, so I don't know if that counts, but my roommate was in it, and he was like, "Hey, we need another man." I was like, "Okay," so here I am.
The tournament concluded with the Big Ballers being the winners of the event. SGA is hosting another midnight event coming soon. Midnight Volleyball will take place on March 18th at 10:30 in the Steve Lacey Fieldhouse. Students can sign up with a team of 7 using the link in the email sent out by Brielle Davis on March the 1st. This has been Elijah Manship with Stampede TV.
Thanks, Elijah.
IJM hosted a conversation cafe as the first event in a new series by the leaders of the Herd Club. The event took place in Sub 7 on February 28th. Leaders of the Herd said in an email the events are intended to bring the community and clubs together to create an environment where we can all talk about our own thoughts and opinions freely. IJM's discussion topic was justice and the Bible. In sports last week, women's basketball beat Truett McConnell 66-44 to make it to the semifinals of the Appalachian Athletic Conference tournament and beat Point University 71-54 to make it to the final. However, they lost to Reinhardt 72-57 in the championship game. Men's basketball lost to Truett McConnell 81-73. Softball lost to Indiana South Bend 5-4, but beat Lawrence Tech 9-0. Softball also beat Carolina twice in a doubleheader last weekend. Baseball lost to Bluefield 10-8 and Cumberland 8-7, but beat Bryan 7-1. Men's tennis beat Pikeville 4-3 and lost to Union 7-0. Men's volleyball lost to Bluefield 3-0. Cycling won both the men's and women's road races and criteriums at Auburn University.
Coming up this week, baseball plays Tennessee Wesleyan, softball plays Montreat, Kentucky Christian, and St. Andrews. Men's and women's tennis play Johnson and Georgetown. Men's volleyball plays Appalachian State Club. Swimming competes at the NAIA Swimming National Championships. And track and field competes at the NAIA Indoor Track and Field National Championships. Cycling also races at North Carolina State. I'm Pablo Rios for StampedeTV.
And I'm Thomas Moore for StampedeTV. For the latest news, visit us online at milliganstampede.com, tune into the Roundup, our weekly podcast, or check us out on social media. Be sure to join us for our next newscast on March 24th, and thanks for watching.